Hello, my name's Brian Ruddle. I'm the Managing Director of the Impact Innovation Group. In previous videos, we've been talking about this concept of innovation system maturity and a number of the aspects that we look at when we're working with our clients about how to actually improve the way that their innovation systems work. Today, we'll be talking about innovation outcomes. But looking at innovation system maturity, we focus on 5 main areas. So the first is leadership and governance. The second is around the ideation type approaches. The third is idea curation or proof of concept or feasibility studies. Fourth is stakeholder engagement. And today's topic is on outcomes, which are critical when it comes to why even start innovating. So when we work with clients and we sort of look at how to actually improve innovation outcomes, we get hit with a whole range of different reasons why you can't define what the outcomes should be. And it's a concern because at the end of the day, the only reason an innovation program exists is to drive differentiation and growth within an organisation. If those outcomes aren't achieved, then an organisation shouldn't actually have an innovation system in place. It just doesn't make sense. It's like having a marketing division that doesn't actually drive sales. Why would you have it there? You'd need to change it to actually drive the outcomes that you're trying to achieve. And the same goes for innovation. So when we're having a look at innovation systems, we often talk to our clients about, well, what are the success indicators? What are the criteria around success? And we generally get the easy ones. It's around percentage of staff engaged, number of ideas going through the system and things like that. We tend to challenge our clients a lot in terms of putting some numbers around those in terms of dollars. Because at the end of the day, if you don't have some really clearly defined success criteria that are meaningful to the organisation, it shouldn't be a surprise when innovation programs don't achieve them because they're not there in the first place. Management buy-in is another really important one. So when we see innovation systems actually start, often there's a lot of management buy-in, there's a lot of interest from management. As time goes on, that buy-in drops off. Management changes, you've got different managers coming in and they're not as engaged. And so where we see successful innovation programs occurring is when the system's in place to actually continually have that management buy-in. Implemented ideas. This might seem like a no-brainer, but we see a lot of innovation programs that have been going for a couple of years that don't have any ideas actually implemented and adding value, and true value. If you don't have implemented ideas, even in terms of just improving on processes and things like that, it shouldn't be any surprise that those innovation programs get shut down. We see a lot of innovation systems, they get caught up in this whole, we have to find the right idea, and they get caught on ideation rather than trying to drive ideas through a process to get outcomes. Performance data. So what I mean by this, it's performance data during the idea curation or the proof of concept program. So it's sort of capturing the performance data around that whole process, because if you don't collect that data, it's very hard to then report on that information to management. And then return on investment. And as I said at the start, we see a lot of organisations that get very edgy around putting some dollar targets on return on investment, but we see it as critical. If all of the stakeholders don't understand what we're trying to achieve when it comes to an innovation program, particularly in terms of returns, then again, it's no surprise that the innovation programs go down the easy route of just finding ideas and doing sort of really incremental sort of activities. If we've got a defined return on investment, we can then set up the whole system so that we can actually try to achieve those returns on investment. And so when we sort of sit down with our clients, we start looking at this, how can we improve their innovation outcomes? These are some of the key areas that we start talking to them about. There's many, many more though, because this is actually the critical part of an innovation system. It's about the outcomes. If you'd like to find out some more information about the Impact Innovation Group and how we help our clients drive outcomes from innovation, please contact us.